Hey guys, with a new patch we get dual stat gems, and so I'm going to go over some of the limitations that come with making dual stat gems and stuff like that, and then go ahead and make the ones that I'm interested in. And so, when I first heard about having gems with multiple stats in them, I thought, oh, that's great, I'll just put magical attack with everything and it'll be fantastic. But these are a little bit different. So here we have physical attack and crit, P-Def, M-Def, P-Def, HP, and then all their counterparts, so magical attack, crit, M-Def, HP, and HP block. HP block is, I guess, not is its own thing. But one thing we have to be a little bit wary of. So if I go, let me try and I guess go to socket, and so if I go into one of my pieces of gear, my level 12 magical attack gem has 780 magical attack in it. But then if I go into the dual stat gems, so let me find the magical attack one, and I go into a level 12, it only has 468 magical attack. And since there's only one dual stat gem that has magical attack in it, there's no way that I can only have one set of dual stat gems with magical attack and then just sacrifice the purely magical attack gems that I have right now. So it's pretty clear to me that given how I've set things up, I have magical attack and everything, I have HP and everything, that I have to leave in a set of magical attack gems, and as well as I don't really want to drop my HP. So those are the two stats that I'm really looking out for right now. I want to have higher magical attack and preferably higher HP as well. I really care about HP. It's very nice for mages because the more HP that we have, the higher our Centauria tick is, and so we get a lot of benefits from that. And just in general, I think HP is very helpful. I think because resistances are so much more important than pretty much any survival aspect of the game. Defense is important, but I think HP and resistances help more. So I'm going to emphasize those. So my impression here is that, at least for right now, what I'm going to do is, I have to take into consideration the Halidom and the artifact as well. I have 3 slots there, but I have 4 in each of the other pieces of gear. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave in 10 magical attack. I'm going to put in 10 magical attack and crit. And at the moment I only have 6 crit gems in. And so if I had 10 crit gems in, I would definitely take a crit drop. But I think, looking at the numbers, my crit should be okay. It shouldn't drop too much, or it might increase a little bit. But I'll have 10 magical attack and crit. And then I'm going to go with P-Def and HP, those gems combined, and also M-Def and HP. So I'll have 2 sets of gems that have HP in them, 2 sets that have magical attack, and one with crit. And I at first I thought, well, maybe the M-Def plus P-Def is a good idea, but I really don't want to drop my HP stat. So basically, I think everything will go up as far as my stats go, except for my physical defense, because at the moment I have 9 physical defense gems in, so dropping down to, well, I guess increasing to 10 dual stat gems with P-Def will actually lower my P-Def stat. So that's a little bit sad. I do like having a nice chunk of P-Def, but at the moment I think that's the direction I'm going to go. So I set it up, so, well, I think probably the easiest way to go about this, oops, not enchant, is to take out all of these gems, except for my magical attack, and just kind of go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up and do a little run through everything I'm doing, and I'll show you guys the results after. Alright, so I've made all the level 12s that I need for the dual gems. So everything right now just has one set of magical attack inside them. And then, so this will be enough to make 10 magical crit, and then 10 P-Def HP, and 8 M-Def HP. I can only do 8 of the M-Def HP because these new pieces of gear only have 3 slots at the moment. So I can put those in once I have those legendary, which seems to be not anytime soon, since divine energies are still terribly difficult to get. So yeah, so this makes it pretty straightforward. Maybe a little bit. So let's go ahead and make these magical crit ones first. Gold cost is not bad. The only, you know, when I first saw this, I thought there was an extra material you needed to make these gems, but it looks like we don't need that. So it's not a bad cost at all. So go ahead and make those. Just for reference, you can, you know, if you want to change these. So if I go ahead into these and say, okay, I want to. Oh, it doesn't even show them. So yeah, on the convert page, I don't have any option to convert my dual gems. So if I wanted to convert them, what I would have to do is go into recycle these and get the gems back, convert them, and then, you know, do something else with them or whatever. I don't think that'll be the case for a while, but that's an option. I don't want the physical defense and magical defense ones, but maybe another time if I want to change my build. And so I'll get the physical defense and HP, and the magical defense HP. Alright, well this is pretty cool. And so then we can go ahead and socket those. So I guess we can do magical crit. Don't like that. Alright, all set. So I already see a big BR jump, but what I'll do is I'll take a picture of my stats from earlier in the video and compare them. But otherwise, just a quick overview. Is that really right? I mean, my crit stat, I can't even tell if it was different than before. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was 25,000 something. So if that's the case, I'm doing really well. What I'm going to do is rest and call my Sylph real quick. Sometimes that kind of resets the BR and make sure that the stats are up to date. Well, no kidding. Well, this is pretty exciting. 215k magical attack. And my HP is almost at 900,000, which is nice. Of course, nothing happening to my block. I can think about putting some of those HP blocks in instead of HP MDef, but otherwise, really the biggest dip is, you know, my magical defense definitely went up because I didn't have many of those in before. So really the only thing that hurt is my physical defense, which I am a little bit worried about that. You know, I don't really know how I would want to adjust that. If I were to do anything, I would have to drop my HP and change some of the magical HP, magical defense and HP gems into magical defense and physical defense. So that's something that I can think about, or maybe something I can think about once I have more slots in my Halidom and Artifact. But as of right now, I'm really pretty pleased with them. So at least. For conclusion, I'll make sure to show my stats side by side, beginning and end. So it turns out that my intuition about that crit stat was actually pretty on point. They're actually identical. So going from 6 purely crit gems to 10 magical attack plus crit turns out to keep the stat completely even. I don't know if that will be the case for all of the stats, but I suspect that it'll be quite similar. So just proportion wise, you can keep that in mind. It's 6 to 10. And then the biggest increase, or at least the most important one, was the magical attack, which I gained almost 20k, about 19k and change. And then the HP also goes up quite a bit, close to 20k as well. And block stays the same, penetration, and then of course the physical defense is going way down. So yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I'll make an adjustment for that. I'm a little worried because so many people use dark pets, and I've been seeing more fire pets as well lately. Medusa is still pretty popular in group arena and things like that. So I do need to watch out for the physical pets. Otherwise, looking at just overall BR isn't as helpful. I do gain 50k or so there, but it's distorted by my U demon. So I mean, that's an increase, but I'm not sure that it's that important to go by that number. So I hope you guys get a chance to make some of these. Don't worry too much, experiment, try different stuff out, and see what kind of build that you like with them. Just be careful with the attack ones, because I think you definitely should leave in a set of pure attack ones in. So take care and have a very good day.